Hey, what up, guys? Taylor Trader back again with another weekly review. Today's date is August 8th, and we're reviewing the week. As you can see, that we finally passed the 40K line. It was just a milestone that actually being at 40K. Yesterday we were above 41, and we still got stocks we're down on, so we're still down basically 9,000 in the account. So, we'll be at right knocking on 50. So, whenever we get out of these, we'll be at 50. So, let's go over our week. First stock that we look at is Beyond Meat. And last this week we sold the. Oh, look, I gotta clear a chart. Let me pull up that chart, the one that's better. So this week, we sold our contracts back here because Beyond Meat just would not come up. And then, here comes Monday, and Beyond Meat just starts running all the way up to 140. They had earnings and sold off, which I kind of expected, and now they're hanging out in this range. But, we made $700 out of the $800, and I end up putting on three-week contracts because I'm transferring my account. So I just put on some three-week contracts so we have some money making while the account is transferring. So that's what I end up doing with Beyond Meat there. So that was a pretty good one. For our next one is that we're talking about is gonna be Win. So Win did a whole lot of nothing, man. Like more disappointed. I can't even more disappointed that it didn't sell off than its performance. So when I watched it during earnings and it didn't do anything, so I sold the 78 for $40 and buying back for 13, making $80. That's all we made from Win. As you can see on the chart, Win just hanged out in this range the rest of the week. It didn't do anything. So when it got here on Thursday, I decided to write the 3-week contracts because I'm leaving the broker, right? So I just wrote 3-week contracts paying me I would say $500 for the 3 weeks, so it's not no big money. Win is paying me a thousand. Yeah, Win is paying me 1,020, and Boeing is another one that Boeing just doesn't know what it wants to do, man. I swear it doesn't know what it wants to do. So I had the contract. I sold the 177.50s, and then I took them off for a profit because I see Boeing selling off. And as soon as I sold the 165, it ran all the way back up to 165, so I had to take it out for $100 loss. So then I'm like, me with my ultimate wisdom, 'cause ain't nobody smarter than me. This is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sell the 177s again. Yeah, the next day it started running the 177. I'm like, what is this? Like I can't do anything right. So, I took the 177 back because I was just like, yeah, so I took a second loss on Boeing this week again. And when it was up here on Thursday is this one, yeah. So when it was up here on Thursday, I just sold the 185s for 3 weeks for $540. So all in all, this week on Boeing, I lost. I ended up taking $80 loss. So this week we only made 669. Even though I didn't make 700, I consider this a successful week because I took two losses that I didn't have to take. So that was just me trying to use my ultimate wisdom and making shit worse. So this is what we made on Win. This is what we made on Boeing, on Beyond Meat and Boeing. So it's decent. For our share reduction, you can see our new cost basis is 127 from 141. Correction, 128 from 141. So, we're still above our cost basis on that, and we have reduced it a lot. And you can see our goal since we've been bringing this stock for the 5 weeks now. And for Win, we're not making a lot of money off Win. I know. I'm just trying to stay here, stick with it, just keep writing, keep writing, keep writing, because as soon as we get vaccine news, this is gonna run. So I'm just sticking with it. For Boeing, Boeing it's up one day, it's down the other. It's just if you can ride on the right day. So I just take that as that. Uh, for my yearly, monthly gains, this month we're starting out slow, but it's fine. For the year we're up 19K. I'm not gonna hate on that. And these are the trades that I told you I put on for for when I get my account over there. They'll be almost finished up. So that would be a 2 grand. So that would actually put me closer to my 2,800 goal. So for the great news now. So me and I put in my transfer on Thursday, to transfer my account, right? And then the news came out, about they might be banning TikTok, blah blah blah, and Facebook owns Instagram, so there's this Instagram Reels thing that is gonna, make Facebook a bigger market cap. So Facebook started rocketing off that. So I submitted my transfer already. So when you submit a transfer, they're gonna lock your account, because they don't want to, duplicate the stock in two accounts and then you get double the amount of money. So they're gonna lock your account. So I submitted the transfer, and 2 hours later they didn't lock my account. So I was like, I'm gonna take this quick trade, on Facebook. So it was right here. I was like, I'll just take this trade right here, right? So I bought 200 shares for like 154, and I'm trying to sell them for not 154, 254. I'm trying to sell them for 255. And like 4 minutes later, I get this pop-up saying your account is locked. The problem is that 200 shares, I bought those 200 shares with my overnight buying power, so I can't hold them overnight. So when it hits 4 o'clock, I'm gonna get margin call. They're gonna sell whatever they want to sell in my account, and they're gonna charge me for the margin call. So I'm like, this is no good. So I call them up, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna call them up. Yeah, it took me an hour to get somebody on the phone with Webull. So I'm already flaming. While that's going on, I'm sending them a message in the app. I send a message in the app. It took 4 hours to get a reply for them to, to unlock my account, which they said they can't. So I got them on the phone, and they're like, "Oh, we don't know what to do if somebody's account is over the margin when it's trying to transfer." I'm like, "You guys are the fucking professional in this. Why should I know this shit?" You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get an answer on what's going on, what's gonna happen. They don't know anything. We're on the phone 15 minutes, they don't know anything. Then they're like, "Oh, cancel it with Interactive Brokers," and it should show up like 2 minutes later. Log in Interactive Brokers, cancel a transfer. 10 minutes later, "Oh, it's not showing up. We don't know why. All this shit. We should get it fixed in another 10 minutes." So I hang up the phone. 1 hour later, nothing. Right? So it's like 2:30 now, and I'm like, all right, I'm calling them again. It took an hour before I get them on the phone again. So I am pink right now, cause I am up on the stock. You can see that I'm up on the stock, right? So finally get somebody on the phone. They don't know what to do. I'm like, they're like, they don't know why it's showing up. So I'm like, is it from them, or where does the data come from? They're like, oh, our clearing firm, Apex. So I'm like, have you guys called them? No. I'm like, why don't you call them? And that's what tipped me off. I'm like, it's like I'm the one who's driving the problem. They're not doing anything. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wow, this is mad crazy. So I'm kind of upset over the whole thing. And then 4 o'clock hits. They don't know if I'm getting a margin call, so I have to call them again. It's another hour I'm waiting. So I finally get to them like 4:30, and they're like, your account is just gonna stay the way it is, and they'll get it unlocked for me tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. It should be unlocked. 4 o'clock comes, my account is not unlocked. You know, and I wake up in the morning for it's not unlocked. I'm fuming, right? So around 6:30 is when I get the unlock, and I was just so basically destroyed that I just sold, and I just sold in pre-market. I didn't hold it or anything, and I said I'm not trading anything more. Like they're not getting any more money from me, so I'm not trading anything more. I'm just sitting here until my account transfers in. They said 8 business days for it to get to Interactive Brokers. So I'm just gonna sit here until the 8 business days. But you know, you get what you pay for. With these completely free commission brokers, like they have no customer service, and it's one thing. to be paying fees per trade. It's another thing where you need customer service and you are getting the worst in the world, man. Where it's like nobody can help you if you don't have any information on yourself to drive the problem. They can't help you. I'm done with my rant, but that was the end of what happened this weekend. So as I said, I thank Webull for their services, but their customer service is trash, and I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching the video and listening to my rant. If you got any comments, just drop them below. Let me know where you trade and what's going on. Thank you.